by mistake. There we go. All right, so let's go back. Gotta love that. Gotta love that. All right, so I just did the limits. I thought that I was live, not live, but we are live. This is Free Friday. And the first one that I did was the limit downs. So I'd usually do limit down, fear and greed, all the announcements that we have for the day. And then we get into the list of potential trades, long or short trades. So I do this every morning that the market is open, right? And except for if I'm traveling, which next Tuesday I will be traveling, but my flight is not until 10:30. So maybe I can figure out how to do it in the airport. We'll see. It might be super loud, but I could still get that done. All right. And if I'm not going live, I do post it on the channel as a members post, all the work. So limits for today, we haven't needed them since March of 2020, but we do know they were trying to create fear and start another pandemic on Wednesday. Didn't happen. That's right. We have the power. They were trying to say, everybody use masks. Everybody. Whoopi Goldberg's sick. All right. So good morning and welcome to the viewers that are live. So I do have this sort of box right here. These are the two really strong levels that the dark pools have set up. So right up here about 451 and down below about 446.12. So looking, if we go above that, all right, we're going to go bullish. If we go below that, okay, we're going to go bearish. General, right? Seasonality for the SPY. We are right here in the middle of the week. It tends to be, boom, bearish until the end of the month. This is over the past 20 years. Does not mean that we are guaranteed to go there. No guarantees in trading, right? Also, I am not a financial advisor. I'm a trader like you, but I did have a Series 7 at one point in time. So I look at the seasonality as well. We see, hey, it should be coming down for the next 2 weeks. Okay, so where would we go in the next 2 weeks? Maybe we'll come back down and test this 436. Or if we break out up above, good morning, Roger, we could be heading up 456, 460. We could test this trend line up here. Not sure what this one is doing there, so let's just get rid of that. All right, so what is our fear and greed for today? Well, it tends to be an inverse indicator. And so hold on 2 seconds. Gonna go on mute for a second. Hold on here. All right back there with you. Can you hear me okay? All right, let me just get back. Sorry, had a question. All right, so fear and greed tends to be an inverse indicator. So I always check this out as well to see what's going on. We are slightly greedy. Why isn't it bullish and bearish? Why does it have to be fear and greed, right? Think about the words, think about what those instill in your mind. So fear and greed. All right, then we have Forex Factory. We have our announcements for today. We had oil numbers that were lower than expected, yet we see oil moving up. Does not mean that you trade necessarily what the prognosis is of the numbers that come out, but how does the market react? Trade the price action. As good buddy Brian Shannon from Alpha Trend says, price pays. It's true. Nothing pays except for if you're following that price action. So you want to make sure that you are following that price action. Today at 8:30, we do have some announcements, a red one that looks like that could affect us. So I'm going to somewhat hold off for 6 minutes, because if we have this manufacturing index and if it were to massively change what the indexes are doing, the levels that we want to watch, I'm going to wait a little bit. So I'm going to open it up to you guys. Do you guys have any stocks that you want to look at? We can go ahead and look at them now. I'll give you my opinion on them, because in the next 6 minutes, we could have it shoot up, we could have it shoot down. So we're gonna wait. That's the way I like to do it. I will also pop over, let me get the other screen going. If you have any, put it in the chat, we'll check it out. And if you guys like the live stream, hit the like button, subscribe, turn on notifications. I've been super busy with a lot of family stuff, traveling, so I haven't had a chance to do my midday recaps. So I do apologize about that. I'm going to do more. I know it's hard to find the time. Sometimes as a mom, it can be hard to get stuff done. But if you have a stock you want to check out, we're definitely going to talk about oil. Let's talk about oil right now. So oil, right? These are the oil futures. When we go back in time, let's make it big screen over here. We go back in time, blah. I want this. We go back in time. This white line is current price action. So you can see that, hey, back in 22, we were pretty high. It came down. We have a nice rounded bottom. Next resistance, 92.60, then 93, and then over here, 97, and then on up to 100. Maybe we're going to come and test this trend line. Yeah, I know it is. And if you guys don't already know, I'm a US citizen living up in Montreal. It is, let's see. Hold on. I'm going to figure it out. 777 per gallon up here because we do it in liters, so I had to do a little math. So 777 a gallon. Yep, the privilege of living up here. All right, so oil numbers are going up. What does that do to the cost of transporting everything, right? Well, when you look at it, the cost of transporting the food, everything else, electronics, everything, it drives the price up. It's going to increase inflation when we have this. So then what are they going to have to do? Increase interest rates. If they start to see that CPI numbers are going up, we just had CPI numbers come out and they were higher than expected, right? So it will affect, let's look at some oil stocks. BP on its way up. XOM on its way up. XOP on its way up. XLE on its way up. Testing, right? If we get up above 93.69, excuse me, 95, boom, we're going to new highs on XLE, the energy sector. Other ones, rig, another one, boom, moving up. ET, energy transfer, hit a high and then pulled back, right? What other ones? I mean, we have so many in the oil sector that it's something that if you look at it and go, oh my goodness, well, I guess they're driving it up. The big guys, the dark pools. So if you guys don't already know, I do work at thedarkpools.com in the training pit as an educator there. I'd invite you to come on over, check it out. There is a free room where you can ask questions as well, and you can just learn, or you guys can also learn here in the mornings, right? So this list is from yesterday. Do not use it today. We will create a new one in just a second. All right, let's switch on over to the other screen. There we go. All right, so biggest movers to the upside. I like to look at volume first. It always likes to reset there for me. All right, so right here, ARM Holdings moving up. All right, ARM. Tesla is moving up. Silver is moving up. Apple is moving up. Pfizer is moving up, but that's a smaller move. Radius Global Infrastructure, telecom, not that much. Let's see, AGQ, that's going to be our silver, ETN, IonQ. I'm looking for something that has a nice gap that we could gap and go or gap and drop, like Carvana. Carvana's a good one as well. And for our down, we have Ford. They just had an issue. I don't remember what it was in the news, but could affect Expedia as well, moving to the downside. We also have Mara down, but just a penny. AMC, let's do AMC for all those apes out there. And GFI, Goldfields. GM, that's it. Ford and GM had contract issues. All right, let's come back over. And let's go right here for a second. Let's wait. Oh, there we go. Numbers are already out, right? That is today. So USD 1.9. So that was better than expected, right? A lot better. So now we can flip over and we go to the market. We look at the SPY. We put it back on the dual screen. And maybe we're going to see that that does affect us to the upside, potentially. But I'm going to start from the bottom up on the list over here. All right. So let's go here. GM. There we go. Almost pulled the peekaboo. That's what I call it when I forget to change screens and I'm hiding behind the. So how do I create my levels that I'm looking at? I'm going to use this tool as well as price levels, and I can see, hey, majority of the volume today has been traded between 33.14 and 33.52. If we go above 33.60, potential trade to the upside, maybe up to 33.97. We've had some selling wicks here on the 28 exponential moving average. Or if we go below, hey, maybe we're going to come on down and test the low down here, 32.54, right? So that's what I'm checking out. Might have a nice dollar move to the downside. Put that over here. I also look at the float size. Hey, how much momentum will it take for that move to happen, right? Lower float means that it's going to take less volume to move it. That's why those can be so volatile. All right, so $1 billion or more, yeah, that's going to take a fair amount of volume, right? Don't be shy, join in the chat. If you have any stocks you want to check out, we will look at them too. And I'll give you my opinion. Remember, it is just my opinion. I'm not a certified financial professional, although I did have it. I don't have it anymore. All right. All right, let's see here. Just this. All right, so if we go below 1160 or above over here 1206, then we could have a move to the upside or a move to the downside. Be prepared both ways. The project faces 2-month delay. Okay, that's the news, but follow the price. Is big money buying down there? Remember that the news stories always have to help to create somebody on the other side of the trade for the big money. So when you see a downgrade, when you see an upgrade, many times it will do just the opposite. So be aware of that and trade the price action. Did I say that? I did. Okay, great. All right, let's check out AMC. Come on over here. AMC. So when we look at it, 820 is the upper bound. Lower, it looks like we've come up. It hit the 8 and it's ready to come back down. Potential bearish, right? Looks like a bear flag. Boom. Ready to come down for that next leg down. This was pretty dramatic. 13 down to 7. Well, we can't do that same move. Well, I guess we could, down to $2. Not that people would want to hear that, but it could be a potential, right? So let's put it at 8 and 820 for AMC. $157 million. They did a reverse split to elevate the price back here. And as a result, it ran up for a second. Big selling, came back down. So we had a one leg. If anybody does the Elliott waves, 1, 2, 3, 4. This could be that 5th wave down. Not that you want to hear that. Well, Roger, on the bigger picture, it looks like it might be more bearish to me than bullish. Looking and studying chart patterns, just eliminating the name. when you are trading, you don't want to get tied emotionally to it, right? So looking at the chart, this pattern to me is a 1, 2, 3. Well, if we start the 1 here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this could be A, B, C, and then another pattern. So it depends on where we start the 1, right? It's still looking pretty bearish. Until it were to go up above 925, I would say we're still in bear mode, in my opinion. All right, so let's look at Expedia. Another trip coming up next week for me. So, Roger, I'll be here in the mornings, maybe in the airport. That's yesterday's travel day. During my travel days. All right, so we had some volume. How much does Expedia have today? 246,000 so far. All right, so we go here. Really, majority is right here at 116, 106.16. So let's put it 106 and 106.60. Insider sell on Expedia Group. Okay, now remember, when you see insider sell, you could have any reason why somebody could sell. They could be getting divorced. They could be sending their kids to college, right? It is time to pay tuition. So maybe they were doing that. Maybe they're investing in a new business. Maybe they're investing in a new property. Maybe they are, I don't know, just putting it into money markets because it's paying some pretty amazing rates, or into a certificate of deposit. There's so many different reasons why somebody could sell. When you have a Form 4 where someone is buying, that could be more influential because, you know, wait a second, they are putting their hard-earned money back into the company. They know what's going on, right? They know what's going to happen with this company. So maybe I need to look at it. So I would put more weight on buying instead of selling. We had a bigger volume come in this morning at 8 o'clock on Ford. So I would look at 1220 and 1260 for Ford. 392. All right, I see you guys there. Don't be shy. Or ladies, either one. Don't be shy. Join in the chat. So we got Ford. So Ford and GM had, let's see, what's the news here? Strikes. That's it. The auto workers union strike against 3 automakers. Right as Kramer was saying, everybody exit Ford, I think. Hold on, let's see. Kramer. He just posted something about Ford. And it always makes me go, why are you posting about Ford, right? Oh no, it's stop trading Adobe until the call. That's what it was. Not Ford. Oh, here it is. Ford has the best to offer, September 14th, that a company should. Strike only one, so it doesn't need to stretch the strike fund. So he's talking about the strike. But I thought that he just said something about it like a day or two ago. Anyway, okay. Carvana. All right, we are a little bit extended away over here. We pulled back the other day, had it on my list, and then it shot up. Bigger volume day yesterday, squeezing, right? If we can break and hold up above 56.80, there's a good chance that this is going to move up. Risk is down here, back to 53.67. So this could either move up or move back down. So a great potential for today. So 56, actually we can move it up here, 56.20. Let's move this down, 56.80. So whichever way, $84 million, so it's less than 100 million. So this could move a little more quickly. I did have this on a longer term pick that I did with Angela Miles, and you can see we have a cup, ooh, and a handle. Oh yeah, 20 points there, came all the way down to 355, up at 56, that's 53 points. This could go up to $99 with that cup and handle. Big picture view. I'm not saying go out and just buy it. We also have an inverted head and shoulders right here, stronger right shoulder, neckline right here, 52, that's 16 points, so it could go up to 68. Yeah, 68 potential on Carvana if we go up above 56.80. I like that. Oops, that's all right. All right, let's check out Apple today. Apple came back down, hit our 161. Of course, we have news of China and France. So we have news of China limiting the use of Apple iPhones. We have France and now Germany jumping in and saying, oh my goodness, the iPhone 12 has big radiation. So we're going to stop allowing people to use it, buying the iPhone 12. We're up to 15, so that's 3 iterations ago, but still. If they did it back there in number 12, what's going on in number 15, right? How'd they fix that? We had the nice upward trend. These blue lines are dark pool. Are they going to come all the way back down to 156? All right, let's check out silver today. It has been hit a bit, but if we look at it, we have this area right here, right? It's just oscillating. So to me, that says, you know what? The big guys are making a position. Where else did they do that? Let's go back to 2019. 2019, they did a similar thing. Took it here for a long time. 2019 to 20, no, it was back here, excuse me, 2017. Took it sideways, down, sideways for a long time, and then boom, up here. From 13 to 18. This was during COVID time, 2020, boom. So they took it sideways and they had all this long positioning right here, right? So they had positioning for a long time on silver. Then once it broke up above, boom. You can see in a span of 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks, it gained 52%, right? So when we go over here, all right, we look at it like this. We look at our 161. So in 4 weeks, it could go gain another 52%. Where would that put us, right? Put us up at 33. So up at 34-ish, right? All right, but we are active today on the day trade, potentially. All right, 21 to 21.20, and we have this crazy little wick down here, 20.74. Maybe we're gonna go there. Who knows? Big guys know, right? Don't know. Big guys know. So let's put that at 21 and 21.20. If you guys have any stock charts you want me to look at, let me know. Put it in the chat. Don't be shy, right, Roger? All right. right, so Tesla's moving up, oil moving up, usually is a good thing for Tesla. People go, oh yeah, it's time to buy that electric car. Let's invest in electric vehicles, alternative energy, when the cost of energy is going up. So cost of energy goes up, Tesla and other energy efficients tend to go up. So 277 and 279. You want AMD, Roger? You got it. I knew that was coming from you. All right, almost testing this area over here. Up above 280.60, we'd likely see a test and a move up to 283.55, right? And then up above that, we'll be heading on up potentially into the 300s. In my opinion, no guarantees in trading. Price action pays. So pay attention to price, not the news. Turn off the news. Your trading will be better because you will be concentrated on your, all right, I want to see, you'll be concentrated on your, all right, so we have this IPO. Let's see how much. Let's see, ARM, search. They don't have, so we're going to have to go and look at the ARM filings to see how much. Looks like semiconductors. All right, so I don't know. Let's go here, ARM, Yahoo, SEC filings. Here we go. How many shares? I want to know how many shares. Okay, it doesn't give me the shares there. On our S1, we want to see an S1. Trying to see how many shares. Is this low float or is this not low float? SEC. Oh, you know who would have it? Market Watch IPOs. IPO calendar. Recently priced. ARM. 95 million shares. They have the doc here. No, I don't see it. But 95 million shares. Okay, cool. That's total shares. I don't know what the public float is. Just an FYI on that. All right. Have to see how much is actually public versus. All right, it looks like the point of control has flipped from up here at 68 down to 64.35. So we do have the potential of $3 move up to 68. I'm trying to give you that higher probability right there if it goes above without being stuck in the trading zone right here. So that's the bigger picture of the 63.80. Let's put a 45-minute chart on here. Let's do 45 minutes over here. Make it bigger so you can see if it goes from 63.80 down to 60.29 and then on down to 56 over there. All right, and let's go to AMD for Roger. That is Roger's favorite stock. Oh, Roger, it looks like it's testing the upper bounds of that wedge. All right, so for your potential day trade, Roger, up above 160, 106.40 and 106.40. All right, let's go on over to the indexes here. Dow moved up. It looks like we have a bit of dark cloud cover for our pre-market action. Above 350.20 or below 349. for the Russell. Up above, looks like roughly 106. Came down, that's my 425 exponential down there that it hit and bounced off of. I love to see that, which is also the point of control. So we'll put that down at 184.80 and 186. Now, I found over the years that Mondays tend to be positioning days, and the bulk of the moves happen from Monday evening to Thursday. Fridays tend to be the exiting and clearing for the next week. So just a heads up, if you journal and you see that Mondays tend to be amazing days for you, great. If they tend to be so-so days, don't even push it. Why would you do that to yourself, right? Just give yourself the amazing days and concentrate on those. But you have to also look and reflect on your trades to know, hey, all right, so if we go up above 449.50, we had some volume here, but this is moving down, so I'm putting it there. And then we are pulling back, which is kind of going against the awesome numbers that we had, right? Good numbers, yet it's pulling back. Doesn't make sense? Yes, it does. Dark pool, big money is trying to make money. So they try to suck people in, and then they do their thing. They could try, they're always trying to play the psychological game, right? Even the algorithms are written that way. So that is the list for today. If you guys have any questions, put it in the chat. You're very welcome, Roger. I'm just updating my website right now at cjanetrade.com. I do have the watch list there. Going to be revamping that a bit to have the link for the morning watch list. If somebody wants to sign up for that, I will give that to you guys. So have an amazing day. Carpe Profit sees those profits one trade at a time. All right, and remember, the price pays, and respect your money,